Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. This video holds a few beautiful glimpses from the days we spent in Cochin when I had to travel there for my practical classes. Luckily, I was able to complete both my first year and second year classes, practical classes, one after the other, which meant I could finally return home without having to travel all the way back again later with both my parents. But yeah, things were a little confusing at first. I only came to know that my name was included in the second batch on the very last day of my first year practical classes. Until then, none of us really knew what the plan was going to be. I didn't know if my parents would have to return home soon or stay back with me for a few more days. Anyways, the only person who definitely had to leave was my father-in-law, since he had commitments waiting for him back at his office. And in the middle of all that confusion, stress and planning, there were also small happy moments that slowly turned into memories. So during those days, I captured little glimpses here and there, the journeys, the quiet moments, the laughter, the streets, and everything in between. And this video is a collection of those memories. I truly hope you enjoy watching it as much as I enjoyed living those moments. Since we were staying for a while, I had to carry quite a lot of things with me. Before booking the apartment, I had asked them what all facilities were available, and they shared a full list of everything included. Still, I packed many essentials for Lian, especially a pressure cooker, because they had mentioned that one wouldn't be available, but they do have a rice cooker, which actually I haven't used any time. I'm not sure how to use a rice cooker. But one thing I really loved about Cochin was how convenient everything felt. Since Lian now eats almost everything, I didn't have to carry separate food for him all the time, and even if I needed anything, Cochin, being such a metropolitan city, made life so much easier. Food delivery, groceries, Uber, everything was just one click away, and honestly that felt like such a relief. The class dates were announced at such a short notice that I had to quickly book train tickets with whatever seats were available. And to catch the train, we had to travel almost 1 hour to the railway station. Among all of us, I think Lian enjoyed the journey most of it. Until then, he had only seen trains in the rhymes and songs he watched. So this was actually his first train journey, and he was so excited about it. The weather was extremely humid and hot, and after some time he started becoming a little cranky. Thankfully, both my parents were there with us, constantly pampering him and keeping him happy throughout the journey. And then, as soon as we reached Cochin, we were welcomed by rain. Because of the rain, getting a taxi immediately became difficult, and at that time I wasn't very familiar with using Uber, but eventually we figured things out and finally reached the apartment. And this is not sponsored, but I was genuinely impressed with how neat and comfortable the apartment was. It was a 3-bedroom apartment with a hall and kitchen, and it literally had almost everything you need for a peaceful stay. Every third day they would come for cleaning, which made things feel even more comfortable. More than anything, I felt happy seeing both my parents so comfortable there. Not everyone enjoys staying away from home, especially elderly parents, but even they slowly started feeling at home in that apartment because of how clean, calm and welcoming it felt. I'll mention the apartment details in the description box in case anyone planning a stay in Cochin finds it helpful. And another best part was that my study center was less than a kilometer away, so I could simply walk back and forth every day. Late at night, after everyone finally settled down to sleep, I sat quietly and finished the work that we were asked to bring on the very first day of the class. While staying there, I came across something that I personally found really useful, especially for people staying in apartments or flats. I have actually seen this in many videos before, but this was the first time I got to use it myself. So I thought of sharing it here for anyone who might find it helpful too. Instead of the usual laundry stand that takes up the balcony space all the time, this apartment had pull-up drying rods installed in the kitchen laundry area. This can also be installed in the balcony. You could simply pull them down whenever needed, hang the clothes and then push them back up again once done. Honestly, I found it so convenient because when we normally use a laundry stand, it usually ends up staying in that balcony the entire day, sometimes even longer. It occupies space and makes the balcony feel cluttered. But this setup, once the clothes are hanged, you can simply pull the rods upward and continue using the balcony however you want. I didn't take many videos from the study center mainly because I wasn't sure whether filming was actually permitted there, and even if it was allowed, I barely had the time to take out my phone because I was completely busy writing notes and keeping up with everything taught in the class. One thing I truly loved about those days was meeting new people. Especially, I think it's because we are psychology students, the conversations felt different in the best possible way. Maybe because what we study, everyone's mindset felt so understanding, positive, and comforting. Among everyone I met, I became especially close with two beautiful souls, Trinita and Bini. It's surprising how just 4 days can make people feel so familiar. And then came the last day, a day filled with mixed emotions. We cut cake together, shared our feedback, laughed over little moments from the class, and spent those final hours trying to hold on to the memories we had made in such a short time. Even our mentors were incredibly friendly, supportive, and approachable throughout the sessions, which made the whole experience even more meaningful. Those 4 days became much more than just practical classes for all of us. And just when I thought the journey was slowly coming to an end, I came to know that I had to stay back for my second year practical classes too. The next batch was going to begin in just 2 days, so I suddenly found myself extending the stay again. But thankfully, I had Saturday and Sunday in between, a small little break after the busy first year sessions, and I really needed that pause. The first few days had gone by in complete chaos. Classes, note preparing, preparations, walking back and forth. Everything felt rushed. So, for the first time in many days, I decided to slow down a little and just relax. I prepare my own coffee and I love making it. And along with that coffee, I have this snack. It's something that my father usually brings home from a tea shop after his morning prayers. It was actually very tasty with that cup of tea or coffee you have. And that morning, I also ordered breakfast through Zomato and finally got to enjoy a warm breakfast peacefully as soon as it arrived. During the earlier class days, that was almost impossible because every morning felt like a rush. I had to leave the apartment before Lian even woke up. So, most of the days, I would just quickly eat that morning snack and leave for the class. So, having a slow morning after all that felt really comforting. What does it do? Later that evening, my father and I went out to Puttu's. That's a mall nearby for a little shopping. Since I anyway had to buy record sheets and files for the upcoming classes, we decided to pick up a few other essentials too, like some groceries, snacks, and some things needed for cooking. And that night, I prepared dinner myself. I don't know why, but I genuinely enjoy cooking whenever I'm away from home. Maybe because when we travel or stay somewhere else, we tend to make everything from scratch with extra care. That night, I had bought some wheat bread and eggs from the nearby store, so I thought of making a quick egg roast for dinner. Honestly, it had been quite a while since I ate eggs regularly. Otherwise, I'm someone who usually eats eggs almost every morning. So I simply started cooking with whatever ingredients I already had in the kitchen. In some oil that's heated, I sauteed chopped ginger and green chilies first and then added a generous amount of shallots. Actually, I had ordered groceries a few days earlier, and the shallots arrived in much more quantity than I expected. So, this dish became my way of making good use of them. After that, I added onions and sauteed them well, followed by some carrots. And you don't have to prepare it exactly this way. I wasn't following any proper recipe at all. I was simply cooking based on instinct, using whatever ingredients I had available at that moment. Once the tomatoes turned soft and completely mushy, I added the chicken masala powder, and to make a little gravy, I used milk instead of water. That part is completely optional, by the way. I didn't want the curry to taste too plain with just water, and I didn't have fresh cream either, so I simply added a little milk, and it tasted really nice. Then I gave slits onto the boiled eggs and added them into the masala. Then coated everything properly, covered the pan and let it cook on low flame for a few more minutes so that all that flavors could blend together. And then came the second year classes. Even here I couldn't take many videos during the sessions, but somehow within just 2.5 days I still managed to make a few really lovely friendships again. And with that comes to the end of this video, a video filled with small moments, little struggles, warm memories, new friendships, late night works, train journeys, coffee breaks, and everything we experienced during our Cochin trip for my practical classes. Thank you so much for being here and watching till the end. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, take care everyone. Bye bye.